Hello everyone, Martin here, back with another Legacy video and another Mind's Desire video. As time of recording, it's still just a couple of days after Mind's Desire was set free into Legacy, and so I'm still sort of testing stuff, and uh, I have been playing Mind's Desire Doomsday, which I think is amazing and a lot of fun, and I think theoretically has some merit, but I don't know if it's actually like where it's actually going to land or if it's actually something that you'd want to do. But I also wanted to try something that would sort of be akin to that, but then again, kind of different, which is this Peer into the Abyss plus Mind's Desire list. Oops, I'm missing the Peer, right? It's hiding there. Yep, there it is. So basically, this is a straight Demir deck that can take its time and either get to a point where we can chain rituals and artifacts into a big mind desire, or cast Peer. And oh, the art on this is so gross. Anyways, we eventually win with Tendrils, which is for some reason, yeah, like the art is missing it. It'll come eventually. Uh, we can only win with Tendrils. But that is, I think, ideally what I like the most, or how I want to win, if I can. So this deck is probably not gonna do anything on turn one very often. It's not impossible, but it's not that likely. Instead, we have like 3 basic islands, and I wonder if I should get a basic swamp actually. You know what? I think I should, and I think that actually changes my fetch land composition completely. But I do think like getting the basic swamp here is actually legit. So let's get that in there and maybe cut an underground sea for that. I think 2 seas is probably fine. And let's cut some of these basic or fetch lands that do not get swamp. We need to. That's sad because I think like having the pure blue fetch land suite where you can just basically play the ones you want is pretty nice. And so we've got 9 fetches, and I think we'll cut a Misty for a Bloodstained Mire. Could be any black one, but I like Bloodstained Mire as the old border. All right, sorry about that. So yeah, this deck, it's pretty simple. I don't think it sort of merits a lot of explanation. We've got main deck dress down because I think that is one way we lose. It's like to Orcish Bowmasters, or just to if something slips through the cracks. It's pretty nice to have the main deck dress down. The disruption suite is 4 Force of Will, 2 Thoughtseize, and 2 Flusterstorm, and then 2 Pact of Negation. It's nice to be able to play Pact in this deck. We're not casting Doomsday, so we're never passing the turn. Yeah, and I think like I've added 1 Dark Petition because I think like once you actually go off with Mind's Desire, you can get to a point where you can like you hit a bunch of rituals, for instance, and then you either want like another Mind's Desire or a Peer, or just to find Tendrils. And Dark Petition finds Tendrils, and Dark Petition can also just find other stuff in a pinch. But I think I don't think I want more than 1, maybe, but I'm not sure because I don't think it does that much without LED before a combo, before the engine card has been put on the stack. But we'll see. Playing 2 Lorn Revealed because it's pretty good with. It's a much better flip off of Mind's Desire than a land, obviously. I'm not sure about this land balance. Like 15 lands is not a lot when you want to go like land go for a few turns, or like land cantrip go. But yeah, and then the sideboard I've got like a bit of a juke. I want to be able to sort of play a black sort of hateful creature package, and to sort of like turn up the volumes or turn down the volumes in that. And I want Flusterstorm from against my own like if I face another Mind's Desire deck or a combo. in general. There's not a lot in the way of graveyard hate except for the Dothy Voidwalkers. There's really nothing in the way of artifact hate, but I don't think we need dedicated artifact hate with what we're trying to do. So anyways, enough of that. Let's jump into a league. All right, round 1 on the play. Excellent. Let's go. Yeah, Tendrils is not the greatest here, but I like this. We're like extremely sad if we face off against some sort of permanent hate here, like if they have a Chalice or a Blood Moon. But I don't mind leaving up Flusterstorm here to okay, so it's lands, and hope they don't have Sphere of Resistance. Yeah, I mean we probably don't get much to point this Flusterstorm at, but I think I'd rather let it go. This doesn't really do anything here. It just brings back a Horizon Canopy, and we might be able to nab a crop rotation. Okay, I think I'm gonna fetch basic island here, even though I just drew one. I think that's probably correct, and I want to fetch before in case I find 2 good cards here, and one of them is a cantrip. I think I'm gonna bottom these. I'm basically looking for ramp to build storm with, and we of course find a force of will anyways. Having the Tendrils of Agony in the hand probably won't end up mattering. What's Riftstone Portal? That's one that, oh yeah, this is one to play around Blood Moon. Yeah, that's sweet. That's old tech. I haven't seen that for a long time. That's cool. Yeah, no, I don't think having Tendrils in hand is that big of a deal. It's obviously like a little bit of a big deal if we're up against a discard deck. Actually, I hadn't really thought of that. So, that's funny. I built this deck, and I think basically if my Soul, yeah, sure. If my Tendrils ever goes to the graveyard, I think I've just lost. I don't have any way to recur that, but that's probably something that should be thought of. Okay, Brainstorm is an excellent draw. We can get rid of this Tendrils in case they suddenly turn out to be black lands, but yeah, this doesn't seem that likely. And I didn't even notice if they flipped a Wasteland on that loam. I don't think they did, but I don't know. So let's see here. Next turn, if we get wasted, we have 3 lands, and then that becomes 5 with Dark Ritual, 6 with Cabal Ritual. If we don't get wasted, we can build Storm to another with another one with Thoughtseize. Yeah, I think I'll do that. This just has to be tapped. Yeah, doesn't need to put mana into it to exile the graveyard. There was a Wasteland that I may or may not have known about, but and now I don't think we can actually play out the second Underground Sea, which means we're just going to draw the Tendrils. That's really, ugh. Let's see here. Is there any way we can get to Threshold? Probably not. So I would really love to not have to Mind's Desire for 3. That's incredibly weak. But like passing for one more turn doesn't really do anything for us. Doesn't build Storm because we're just drawing the Tendrils. Still, I mean, it'll be 3 next turn as well, and maybe if nothing too scary happens, this is probably crop rotation. Yeah, so that's Storm 1. Now because of the Riftstone Portal, they can use this for mana. So if I Flusterstorm this, then that's not good enough. I think I'm gonna force. I think we just lose otherwise. Now, mind you, we have 5 cards. No, 4 cards in the graveyard. Never mind. Okay. So that didn't hit Thespian stage, which is what they're looking for. So they returned Wasteland, Yavimaya, and Cradle. Okay, Shadows for sure. All right, so far so not dead next turn. I think I'm just gonna pass here, and if we're lucky, like they use their Soul Guide Lantern to to draw a card on this turn cycle, and oh, Pachuca, maybe they'll use that. Maybe they're on to us in terms of the graveyard. Oh, interesting. They play this out. Oh no, never mind. That's how that works. I for a second thought it was like a cycle land. Yeah, a cycle land, but it's not. Life from the Loam, Blast Zone, Pachuca Bog. Okay. Okay, now would be the time to draw something good, please. Lotus Petal. So Lotus Petal means an extra mana, which means we can Thoughtseize. So that's good. I think I'm going to do that. So that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's my desire for 5. So hopefully that's good enough. Let's Thoughtseize here. They have nothing, sure. So I'm going to crack this for blue, and I'm going to cast Cabal Ritual. It doesn't matter now. Really. I mean, it might matter, but probably won't matter. Anyway, they didn't... So do I want blue or black floating? I think probably blue, because if we hit any ritual off Mind's Desire, we can just cast it for free, so... Yeah, I won't tap the island. Okay. This... I think, like, rituals are good here because we have the tendrils, but we'll see. So what do we flip here? Okay, so now they draw a card. No, they exile. Okay, never mind. Force is a blank. Mind's Desire, thank you. Okay, that should just win it. Let's see what else we get here. Dress Down, and then the last one, Thoughtseize. All right, well, I mean, let's just Thoughtseize them. Pay 2 life to build the storm, and we're not playing creatures, so let's just cast Dress Down. Draw a card. I don't think we actually need to brainstorm the tendrils back. We could just cast the brainstorm now. Oh yeah, that would require mana. Actually, let's hang on to that then. Let's just cast this Mind's Desire. And what do we hit? Oops. I need this here. Okay. Dark Ritual. Okay, I think we can just win now. Petal. Yeah. It's all good. Oh, Lauren revealed. Mind's Desire is such a sweet card. I think, honestly, I don't think there's anything more that I've ever enjoyed more than Magic. So, you may say that I am having a good time right now. Another Desire. We could just go nuts here, but I don't think we need to step on anyone's toes here. Let's just make it lethal with double counter backup. Actually, hang on. I'm not missing anything, right? They reveal their hand. There's not some way they can gain life with only lands. No. Yeah. So how do I solve that problem with like the tendrils getting discarded or somehow ending up in my graveyard? This is something of a liability. Okay. All right. So we want Brazen Borrower. Maybe we want Dothy just to like screw with Loam, but that doesn't seem like it's that good. Okay, I'm kind of beginning to not feel great about like Sphere Resistance, which is not a card I have packed my sideboard full of answers to. I think Dress Down is fine because like part of their win condition is like Ursa Saga tokens. And Flusterstorm on a crop rotation could become relevant, but maybe more so than Thoughtseize. Although Thoughtseize can take a Sphere where Flusterstorm can't. I think we're more worried about dying to Sphere than Crop Rot. Also, like, this doesn't do a lot. This does something against, like, a third of their plan. Like, if you very, very roughly and unscientifically divide Lands' plan into 3 parts, which is, like, win with Merit Lage, part 1, win with Ursa Saga, part 2, and then win eventually with one of those, but through Life from the Loam, then this shuts down Life from the Loam, but I don't think it's good enough. Yes, it's one sideboard card. Let's go. So they're playing Riftzone Portal, so they have white. Oh, Can you see this? It's not enough, right? It's like 3, 5, 6. We're 1 mana short of just like hard cast Peer into the Abyss. And we have the Force. Ooh, I like this. So like any ritual gets us there on turn 1. Any Petal, any Chrome Box. But with Chrome Box, we have to put down our shields in case they have like Mindbreak Trap or something. And then any land lets us like postpone it a turn. But we'll see. We might need to fight over something here. Yeah. If they have the Sphere, it's obviously a Force of Will. Oh, Life from the Loam, sure. Something. Oh, you again. Alright, well, we could also just never draw another mana source and lose. Yeah, I'm not sure I finished my train of thought there before. So they're a white deck, so Massacre could be a consideration in case they have white creatures, but yeah, I don't know. What's this? Yeah, I can't let that happen. I really hope they don't have Red Blast here. Okay, looks like they didn't. Come on, land, land, land! No! Oh, come on! I mean, eventually I can discard cards into like to build Threshold with the Cabal Ritual, right? And if they have another, like any other relevant card here, I probably lose. Okay, looks like they don't, but I wonder what their last card is. Well, so I'm gonna fetch an island here and cast Brainstorm. That seems like the prudent thing to do. Well, okay. I mean, we lose to a Mindbreak Trap, but I'm okay with that. So let's get basic Swamp. We can't. Yeah, actually, we could build Threshold here, I think. Let's cast this and make blue. And I think it's probably Dress Down. Not Dress Down. It's Mindbreak Trap or Bust here. They have something weird like I'll have to target this. They have something weird like Orcish Bowmasters, I guess. Okay, I draw 24 cards. Never mind. And they concede, yeah. Sweet. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. I'm just going to try and see if I would have actually won. So I made my land drop. I have 2 mana floating. I have 1, 2 Petals and a Chrome Box, so that's 5 mana. 5 mana. I didn't draw a single ritual. I guess I did use quite a few of them here. So 5 mana gets us Dark Petition. Did we bring a Dark Petition? Or did we draw? We did draw one, but then we only have 3 mana. I actually don't think I win from here, as crazy as that sounds. But I mean, we're at 8 life and have 24 cards in hand, so it's like a super duper Necropotence. We would win next turn. I suppose I would probably. What would be the cantrip here? Like I drew Ponders. That's what I drew. So, but what would I like hope to draw with the Ponder? I suppose like the actual tendrils from a Ponder. Let's see. Can we do that? Just scroll all the way out here. So let's see. Draw a card. Looks like it's not letting me. Never mind. I'm gonna go to the next match. Alrighty, on the draw. Again, sort of unprotected in case opponent has like turn 1 Chalice. Okay, Polluted Delta decks don't usually tend to play Chalice. Oh, it's Death Shadow. We're getting Thought Seized. No, we're getting Pondered. That's not really a thing. We could get griefed easily, so there's that. They do not shuffle. Okay, no grief, it would appear. So now I need a payoff spell, and I need lands basically, and then we'll deal with the rest eventually. I'm gonna keep open Flusterstorm here, in case there's like a Thoughtseize in my immediate future. Would not appear so. So they probably have like Orcish dude. Damn. I'm gonna be burning off, you know, No, I'm trying to say. Burning off Storm is what I'm trying to say. Alright, I'm going to play into this with a Ponder and decide if I want to fight over Orcish Orc Dude with Force. Oh, never mind. So we at least get a land here, which is nice, and then we can decide if we want the Mind's Desire that's on top. Spewing the Petal is a little bit, you know, it's a bummer in that regard. That's a Storm. Okay, I think there's a very real chance that we have to like fetch to and clear the top to cast Flusterstorm this turn. We'll see. Well, there's Wasteland. Okay, so I'm gonna draw Mind's Desire, I believe. And the next card down, that was a cantrip, I think. I think I'm just gonna pass here, and I can brainstorm on their turn if I want to. Okay. So they finally got enough mana to make a play and keep open Bowmasters, but they didn't have Bowmasters before. What's this, 4 mana? Oh, it's just hard cast Grief. That's all. Let's brainstorm. So I think we put back land Mind's Desire. Huh. If I put back land Mind's Desire, I could go next turn. I could just go Dark Ritual. Oh, that's so bad. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna let this happen. They're gonna take, I believe, the Preordain or the Dark Ritual. It's a pretty safe bet. The rest of the hand is just super redundant. I kind of want. I don't know what they wanted them to take. Okay, they took the Dark Ritual. Yeah. Okay, so I don't want to draw the next land, I believe. So I'm gonna fetch another island here and cast Preordain. That's a Pier. Don't really think I want either of these. Maybe the Pier is good because, like, if we draw one ritual, well, no, I suppose it would have to be a Cabal ritual. No, but I still think like it's a safer bet. We already have a Mind's Desire here, and we drew a ritual, so that's not the worst. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4 plus another 3. That's 7. So we could cast Cabal Ritual. We could Pact of Negation it, and then we could Flusterstorm the Pact. And then if they then try to fight over the Cabal Ritual, we can then Flusterstorm. Yeah, and if we draw a blue card here, oh, fuck man, I did keep drawing the stupid Tendrils. They have a whole full grip here though. Okay, let's oh, gosh, I don't know. Maybe I'm supposed to wait. But like if they draw a discard spell, I can force it, and then they force back, and I fluster, and then maybe they can pay. I'm not sure. That's screw it. Let's wait one more turn. Oh, that Tendrils was a real bummer of a draw. Unless they start like taking a lot of damage themselves, in which case it's pretty good. Okay, Bowmasters, sure. Good thing we didn't try and go for a Pier. So like with Pier, you can actually no. With Pier, what you can do is you put Pier on the stack, they flash in Bowmasters, Pier resolves, or Bowmasters resolve, and then Pier resolves, and then you draw like say 20 cards. There go like 20 triggers go on the stack, and if you have something like a Veil of Summer, you can cast it in response. You can't really cast Dress Down in response because the trigger is already sort of on the stack here. Okay, so they play a fetch land. Now they have represent Hardcast Force. Okay, what's this? Yeah, you take that damage. I don't want to see black mana here. I'm fine if it's like a Murktide, because I want them to tap their mana so that my Flusterstorms are better. Looks like this is Murktide. I would kind of think it is. Okay, what I really want here is another mana that makes Storm, so like a Ritual or a Petal or Chromox. And barring that, I want a blue card to pitch to this Force. Death Shadow. Okay, so we're very dead if you get another turn, is what you're saying. Okay. Okay, I don't think we... Like, the worst they could have here is, like, 2 dazes or a Force and a blue card. And our hand can very much beat that. Lorien Revealed is the blue card, I suppose. So let's say we cast Cabalrit, we pact it, we force the pact, and we fluster the pact. Then we're left with a Flusterstorm. And do we have enough blue mana for that, though? Let me just... I have 4. 7, so I have 1 extra blue mana. So if they have double days, then we get punished. So let's try this. Cast this. Pact it. Probably force the pact. Yeah, we can't do the fluster here, like, because if they have double days, then we actually lose. Right? If they have any days, actually, hang on. If they have any days here, we lose now. If, oh man, I'm punting so hard. Actually, no. We can Lorien Reveal for a land. So, okay, I'm just gonna. This means Mind's Desire for 4. Maybe if we can lure a fetch land, sorry, a daze out of them here, they think I have to tap my blue mana. Or, I don't know, Force of Will, whatever, just something. Put up a spell in the stack, I'd love that. So, pass priority here. Do you have daze? Yeah, you have daze. Okay, so if they have 2 dazes, then we lose, but hopefully they don't. Okay, come on, not a second daze, please. Yes. So Island Cycle this. Get an Underground Sea. Play Underground Sea. We get an extra Mind's Desire. That's nice. And now if we hit like a way to get to the mana. Oh, hang on. No. Oh, did I just miss lethal? I missed lethal. God damn it! If I just Flusterstorm that daze instead, the storm count is 6. Well, lessons learned. Now watch me whiff on this, right? Well, Petal is at least like a mana, and Storm, I guess. Come on. Force of Will, no! No! Ponder, no! Okay. I don't think we can win. So what? Yeah, if we Ponder into Dark Ritual into Ritual, we can win. So let's cast this. So if I take the Cabal Ritual, there has to be a Dark Ritual or a... No, it has to be Dark... No, it can be a Dark Ritual or a Chromox underneath. I think that's probably better than blindly drawing one or shuffling and then having to have it be exactly 2 rituals. Suppose there's also the rebuy of the Brainstorm off the Lotus Petal if we really want to. Oh yeah, we take some damage here. And we're not going to draw enough for that to matter. Okay, I'm just going to yield. I can't believe I missed that. Cannot believe I missed that. Okay. I have to shuffle this. Yeah, I think I have to shuffle this and hope for a Dark Ritual. Or Dark Ritual or one of the artifacts. It's a Thoughtseize. Bummer. Okay. GG's opponent. I whiffed, and I think I had. Ugh, God damn it. Alrighty, interesting. All right, so I think shouldered is nice. I think the pushes are decent. I think bowmasters are also, you know, not the worst. And flusterstorm maybe. That's a lot of cards to bring in. And I think probably we want to like completely remove the peer into the abyss. And I don't think dress down, even though they play bowmasters, of course, but we're bringing in answers in the form of push in our own bowmasters. What else? Well, Pact of Negation is nice with Mind's Desire, but we've sort of lost. We're not playing Peer. Also, maybe 4 Flusterstorm is just too many, actually. Come to think of it, I forgot there were already 2 there. Let's cut a Preordain. Let's cut the Thoughtseizes, probably. And what is the last cut? Is it like 1 Pact? I don't know, maybe Pact is like really nice here. Maybe it's Force of Will, but they're not playing Red Blast. I think Force of Will in this sort of deck versus Delver is like pretty vulnerable if they're a red Delver deck. I mean, I say Delver. Death Shadow I don't think plays Delver these days. And we'll see. Yeah, I mean, this hand shows promise. Like, it's even not... it's not terrible if it gets discarded. I mean, we have Flusterstorm, but if they grief us, I mean... If they grief plus reanimate, I guess we can fluster the reanimate. Because, I mean, I have 2 payoffs here. Yeah, that was kind of meh. So they mulligan to 6. Okay. Advantage burns. Alright, they keep their 6. A little bit sad this isn't a basic land, but yeah. We can't have it all. Alright, they go land go as well. Cabal Ritual. So how does this work? And what do we rather want? Do we want 4 copies of Mind's Desire? Or do we want Shouldered? That's a really good question, right? I think it's the Shouldered, right? But it's like it's a big investment. I'm not sure what they could have. I don't think they play... I cannot imagine they would be boarding in like Fatal Push or something. I think I'm going to go for it here. But the thing is also, like, Shouldered doesn't necessarily beat Shadow by itself. I'll probably just, like, I'm already into being vulnerable to Wasteland. I think I have to... Okay. This actually is not that great because if they have force and daze, then Shoulder it's not getting through. I'd take force pitch daze here and I'd fluster. Hopefully they have like Force of Negation or Flusterstorm or something. Okay, there's a force. And they pitch Dress Down. Interesting. I wonder what Dress Down is. Maybe they think we're on Doomsday. Okay, well, I mean, do you also have the days? I really hope you don't. I guess, like, even a second force here pretty much puts us in the dirt. They'd be on 2 cards. I'd be on 1 card. Looks like they are doing something here. I bet they have the days. Well, Force of Will is countered, at least. Yay! She's in. Alright, let's hope this wins. Because we don't have anything else. Black mana. Okay, the troll. Okay. But yeah, like... They're going to start taking damage, and if they have Death Shadow and like a way to clog up the board as well, then it's just like we're just kind of feeding them, but then at the same time we'll be gaining 2 life each turn, which is not what this deck wants. Okay. Alright. They probably have Death Shadow. So let's... Oh, Thoughtseize, okay. So now I have literal nothing. I think probably my best draws here include like Bowmasters or I guess maybe something that gives us life. That's not it. Okay. So we have to pass here. They'll take 2, go to 7. They'll attack us for 6 down to 15. We go up to 17. Let's say they drop a Death Shadow. The Death Shadow will be too big for Shieldred to attack into. Okay, so no Death Shadow. I'm smelling Orcish Bowmasters here, but we'll see. Oh, here the lands come. So what's the worst that could happen if I attack? Like if they have Bowmasters, I take 1, go to 16, they chump block probably, and then I take 7 next turn. They'll be at 5. I don't know. I think I attack here. Like if I don't attack, then they just have Bowmasters anyway. That doesn't really change anything. I can't afford to lose the Shieldred. Is it? So if they somehow have something that deals damage to her, I don't know what it could be, like spatial contortion or something that like gives it like -3/-3 or +3/-3 or however that works. Oh, and I think. All right, so my computer, my internet connection just bugged out of me. I was gonna say I have to make this attack, so here I'm gonna go, and I hope it doesn't cost me the Shieldred. I think they probably have a blocker here, like the Bowmasters. Well, they're tapping mana and fetching. Okay. Oh no, it's Fatal Push then. They actually boarded in Fatal Push. Oh no, 2 mana. What's this? Oh, it is Bowmasters. Never mind. Yeah, I thought they fetched to get Fatal Push Revolt. Okay, so I take 1. I go to, I take 1. I go to 16, and they think they have to chump here or they're dead because they fetched. So they take 1. Oh, yeah, they don't take anything. They go now to their turn. They take 2. They're at 4. And I then take either 6 or 7. And there's a Wasteland, sure. I'm not really too bothered about Wasteland. They have 1 card in hand. If it's a creature, if it's Murktide, that's so bad for us. I think it is Murktide. Damn it. Yep. All right, so how do I win here? Can I win? So I go to 10. Then I go to 12. I go to 12. Problem is I can't really attack, and I don't have an answer to Murktide. And I can't block the Troll because it has like Super Duper Menace. So I think we're just dead here. Yeah, well, Force of Will certainly doesn't do it. I could keep playing. I guess like I can see if they like block incorrectly and take the Murktide, but that's not gonna happen. And even then, like I'm still like super dead. Oh, they do actually block with the Murktide. Okay, so I have like an out here. If I draw Brainstorm and then hit like a Ritual and Tendrils, basically. What's this? Court of Cunning. Okay. So they become the Monarch, which could draw them Daze, which would foil my plan here, but I still need to like hit perfects. Still put Brainstorm in the deck. Well, we got one of the cards we needed. All right, GG's. That's too bad. All right, let's go for round number. All right, on the play for round number 3 against Sylvia Wataru, who's a known Legacy Delver specialist. Haven't seen them for a while, so I don't know. Oh, this is an interesting hand. I'm gonna keep this. I'm not sure I'm like building enough Storm in this deck. But then again, like I wasn't really in the Doomsday deck. Like this way to build Storm towards Mind's Desire requires like, because you're not tutoring into stuff. We don't have Git probe. It's like you need to, you probably at most get to like Mind's Desire for 5. Unless it's like really late in the game and you've sculpted and you have, or rather that you have enough lands where you can trade your cards in hand for other cards, like by way of cantrips. Okay. Oh, come on. That's beautiful. That's actually, that would actually be go. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So let's see here. We can get 5 cards in the graveyard. That's not threshold. The problem is they're a smart player, so at any point they can break this up. Like if I go Petal, cast Cabal Ritual off the 2 fetch lands to play around Daze. I have 3 mana from the ritual, and I have a Petal that they haven't, made me use. So, and then I have 4 mana, and then I play another Petal, that's 5 mana, and then I play the last Petal, and if they Daze that, I think I'm actually gonna try and play around the Daze here. It would be lovely to draw like another land or a Dark Ritual or something. Hope they're not a Stifle deck. Okay, I'm gonna pass here, and then on the end of their next turn, I'm gonna fetch 2 basics, and I'm gonna cast Dress Down. Oh, white mana. Teferi. Okay, I think that sort of forces my hand here. So this is not Delver. I'm not sure what it is. Probably, I don't know, basic island basic. Maybe they're not a wasteland deck. Screw it. Because it is nice having 2 lands that make blue, but also at least one that makes black. So let's cast this to get the cycling. I don't think they would do anything for this. This doesn't do anything for me. It just cycles. We draw a dead card. That's unfortunate. So bounce my Dress Down. Now, so fortunately, Teferi doesn't do anything to not Mindbreaker, to Mind's Desire. Fuck all these dead cards. Come on. So what do we? I'm gonna go to discard. Not sure. Maybe I lose next turn. Maybe they were like Cephalid Breakfast or something. Again, like I lose to a single counter spell here. If and they can just see it coming. Actually, I tell you what, I'm gonna play this, and if they counter this, then I'm okay with that. Please don't counter any Petal ever. Not this one, especially this one, please. Please, no. Oh, thank God. Okay, so we get 5, which we have learnt is not at all necessarily enough. We could have, I know we could have built, no, we couldn't have built Threshold, actually, never mind. Okay. So please draw something good here. Tendrils is interesting. Like, certainly not, oh, God damn it, Teferi, you're killing me here. Lorne Reveal, excellent. Dark Ritual, excellent. And Cabal Ritual, alright, all excellent. I think we probably can stitch together a win from here. So let's start by drawing 3. They could force this if they have Force of Will. But if they do, I'm kind of surprised they didn't force the last Petal, even though I know that's like a hard Force of Will to cast on a Lotus Petal, and I still have 3 cards in hand. So if any of those are like a mana, then so maybe that's actually not true. But like if they let this resolve and then no, we don't need mana to cast the Tendrils. So let's cast these. Oops, let's start with Dark Ritual because we have the Dark Petition. We're going to need it to build the necessary storm. And I think if they cast anything here, they build the storm, so it's fine. Let's cast Dark Petition. And I suppose let's get Thoughtseize. Because I would actually like to see what deck they're playing. Because it's not completely apparent to me. That's what they're thinking right now. Look at all these counter spells that Teferi is shutting down. Okay, so yes, there's nothing else we can get here. We'll be at 6 mana. So that's 1 fewer than up here, but we have the lethal Tendrils sitting there to be cast for no mana, so that's all good. I think if I'm them I concede here, unless somehow they have cards that I haven't thought about that can stop the Tendrils. All right, cool. So I think I want Flusterstorm. Oops. I think I want some Bowmasters here just because it's nice to pressure Planeswalkers and punish their cantrips and whatnot. And if they have randomly some creature with 1 toughness that we'd like to kill. Brazen Borrower, similarly, like if they have Deafening Silence, that's like a big, big problem card for us. Kind of don't expect to need Dress Down, but maybe, so maybe we keep 1. All of these counter spells were somewhat annoying. I also have like 2 Flusterstorms here. Is 1 too many? Like we will have 3. I do kind of like a lot of what's in here though. I think actually we cut the second Dress Down as well. I don't know if these Bowmasters, if the logic is sound enough. I do like sort of pressuring them from different sides though. So let's cut up a Preordain. And yeah, maybe it's like a counter spell. Because I don't know, like the Doomsday deck I was playing with My Desire had like 4 force and 3 days. Because most of the time, like a counterspell is somewhat dead when you draw it. Okay, let's keep this. This is a hand that can do some mana acceleration and a bit of storm, but we're not sort of close to where we're going yet. I think I ponder here, looking for the second land rather than keeping open like a 2-for-1 in the Bowmasters. Oh, maybe they're like gonna red blast us here. Looks like they are. Okay. And now if they followed up with a Wasteland, which I was kind of not expecting because I saw Island, Tundra, and Teferi from them, then it's quite annoying. So please don't have Wasteland, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, Prismatic Vista, typically not a Wasteland. In decks that play Wasteland. So if we want to be able to cast Bowmasters this turn, it's going to be a 2-for-1 regardless. So maybe I just pass and then have Dark Ritual into Bowmasters. Yeah, I think so. Okay, this is Teferi. They would need basic planes in that case. Let's see. There's the basic planes. Oh, it's Narset. So I think Narset is okay, and once they plus, I'm gonna Dark Ritual Bowmasters, and that'll put lethal on Narset. So we can still brainstorm next turn. And I will fight over this with a force, I think. Kinda sad if they have days here. If they do have force, that's a problem. I'm gonna force back, but then that kind of leaves me with shit. They have Supreme Verdict in this deck after sideboarding? Maybe they're like onto us. Okay, we put a damage on Narset. That will mean we can be sure to kill our next turn because they've made their land drop. Let's see what they reveal. I'm not in love with our spot here. Yeah. Okay, so they just. I'm very much gonna sideboard differently next for next game. Yeah, that's not a bad card per se. So their hand is like a Prismatic Vista and soon to be 2 unknowns. So like any counter spell is kind of bad for us. What they pitch. Oh yeah, that was it. The Verdict. So getting the Orcish Bowmasters prismatically ended. Okay. These are not good multiples. Go figure. But actually, hang on. No, I take it back. I can imprint one on the Chromox. Another Narset. Womp womp. Okay, well, what do you find here? That is gone. I mean, I only did bring in 2 Bowmasters and the Brazen Borrower, which is mostly just for the thing. All right, so they revealed Stony Silence. So that's yeah, that's not good. Not gonna lie. Thoughtseize, please. I'll take a land, but I'm not happy about it. Okay, Let's kill, or not kill, let's put 2 on Narset. And actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Crazy, though it may be, do I play this Petal and sack it? So that builds towards Threshold, keeping it in hand and playing it eventually builds towards Storm. Maybe it's better to have it in hand. Can also, I was gonna say I can brainstorm it away, but that's strictly speaking not true. There's a Stony Silence. Sure. All right. Dark Ritual. So that takes us to what, 2, 4, 5. Some ways off still. Anyways, like Narset is in play, so as long as she's in play, it doesn't matter. Couldn't protect her then. I'm guessing they have means to protect her, or they would have minused her last turn. That's my guess. Is this 4th Aerlingas? No, it was Lauren revealed. Alright, cool. Well, I mean, that's probably not good for me either, right? Because they probably drew Force of Will. Okay. Flusterstorm is decent. At least, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'll see how decent it is. Also, we have to basically, what's this? Is this Murktide? What deck is this? But yeah, we have to basically, never, this is, that gets Sanctuary back. We have to float a black mana when we peer into the abyss because our artifacts don't work under this. So even if we draw like the tendrils, then we need all the rituals we can get. And right now I'm making 4, 5 mana. If I were to get Threshold, I would make 7 mana. So I still need 1 more mana. So what's this? They're thinking here. I'm guessing they're getting Lorien, but they might get like, oh, they're getting Force of Will, sure. That is also not great for me. Another Narset, that's even worse. Okay, I think pretty soon we can concede. So now they're probably putting Force of Will in their hand, but then Narset goes down another notch. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Days Undoing, yikes. Okay, well at least we can Flusterstorm that. So they don't have any more Mystic Sanctuaries. But now they have a... Actually, no, they don't have Force of Will, because that was the top card, and they looked with Narset and chose Days Undoing. Right on. And that put a card towards Threshold. I just hate this Narset. Bane of my existence. I'm not going to play out the Ponder into the Narset. Although maybe I should. I don't know. Nah, I'm not going to. Is this another Lorien? Yeah. All the draw 3s in the world. Let's see. If they defend Narset right now, that's somewhat frightening. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna move to discard here and just discard this Chrome Mox rather than play anything. Just build towards Threshold, which we have Threshold now, but we're still sort of locked under this Narset. Okay. Cannot imagine they have not found more counter magic here. Supreme Verdict, that's still wild. Like, this is a smart player, so I'm thinking there is a reason. Other than them just not having enough bad cards or good cards, like bad cards to cut, or good cards to bring in, is what I'm trying to say. They shuffled on the Ponder. They found the Prismatic Ending. Shucks. Okay, I'm gonna see. That's a land. That's a land. So, like this gets us to 3 lands. So Mind's Desire then becomes possible. So let's get a basic island, I guess, and put it into play. And now I regret discarding that Chromox. I guess I should have discarded the Peer into the Abyss, because that's like free storm. Okay, they're passing. There's 6 cards in hand. Alright, move to discard. Discard Peer into the Abyss. And I have another one of those in case I need to discard again, don't you worry. So I wonder what their engine is. It's like, if this Days Undoing is like the main plan, or if it's just like a one of. They do not shuffle. Frightening. Mind's Desire? Nope. Put Peer into the Abyss into the graveyard. Sure, you can dress down. Would be very, 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 very surprised to find like Phyrexian Dreadnought here. They have more Mystic Sanctuaries. They have so much mana that my Flusterstorm is like really, really bad. Fairy. Okay, well I'm gonna force. Hoping that they don't have Red Blast. Cannot imagine they don't, but we can hope. Oh, Force of Negation. So, I mean, they'll still get their Teferi because they'll have another counterspell, but at least we get to get some payoff, get some cards out of their hand, and these cards are going to be dead in my hand as soon as Teferi resolves. So, yeah, their Force of Negation is gone. My Flusterstorm copies resolve, and then they, I guess, probably Pyroblast. Or, I don't know, Fluster maybe? I would ideally Fluster here. Yeah, okay, that's good. Like, they could have more, but at least this means there's no... This Flusterstorm isn't coming for the Mind's Desire I'm just about to rip. 40 cards left in my deck. I've not seen a Mind's Desire yet. Would be really nice if there was like one on top here. Bowmasters also is... I guess they would just replay it? No, they can't replay it. Well, I'm just going to F6 here. I have no plays. I think if I draw Ponder, I probably cast it just to like get to look at the top 3 cards of the top of my deck and rearrange them. The old Sensei's Divining Top, or Shuffle, I guess, so it's even better. Okay, they shuffle. So they're looking for like their 1-win condition. Probably like Monastery Mentor or Shark Typhoon or something, some newer tech. I don't know. Do I play out lands? I think I'll hang on to it until I draw like another land. I'm not really brainstorming anything, so I hope my opponent is not offended that I have not conceded. They were obviously way ahead, but like Mind's Desire is not nothing. They probably have the ability to get back their Snapcast, like a Snapcaster Mage for Flusterstorm or something. Okay, so there is Mentor. So I am gonna lose soon, I believe. Call Ritual, okay. Okay, I'll play out the land. Never mind. Okay, I think like probably one last turn. Like I get one more draw step here. It's not. If they can play another non-creature spell in this end of turn, then they have 4 power, and then each spell is +3, so it'd be like 4, 7, 10, 13, 16, 19. That's 5 spells. They would need to cast 5 spells next turn, which is certainly doable with all the mana they have. So let's see if they have another. I think they do need another spell this turn. They did not play another spell. Okay. There's another Narset. That's nice. They have 17 cards left. Am I to believe they only have play 1 Flusterstorm? Doubtful. Dress down. Okay, I'm definitely removing the 2 Bowmasters. They're playing Dress down? Okay. So I guess no more Monk tokens. So deal me 7. And then next turn I die. Yeah, so I am going to fetch here at end of turn, or I guess I'll do it on my upkeep. Get Snow-Covered Island and Mind's Desire. Ha! Wrong business spell. Okay, GG's opponent. I believe with their 7 cards in hand, they can cast, what would it be, 2 spells? Or 3 maybe? Yeah. Alright, so let's bring back Bowmasters out of the deck. Let's put in a Pact of Negation and probably a Flusterstorm. I don't hate that. Yeah, that seems decent. Alright, on the play for game number 3. Yeah, I'll keep this. This is a nice hand. It's bad if they just like keep open Flusterstorm forever, but if they don't, then you know we're sort of close-ish to a Mind's Desire if we can find one. Need 1 more mana, and ideally that mana comes in the form of a spell. Oh, they mulligan to 5. Yikes. Let's hope they keep like 2 prismatic endings, address down, Supreme Verdict, and land. So no kidding, like I'm someone like obviously their removal was rewarded because I did have the Bowmasters, but I had 2. Wonder if it's like why they kept that much in, but yeah, I'll probably never know. Yeah, I kind of want all of these cards, but especially the land and the ritual. So I'll draw those 2, and then I'll ponder next turn. If they want to red blasted, then I have another ponder coming, so that's probably fine. Thankfully, no deafening silence. That would be like really, really incredibly hard to beat. Except if I draw a Brazen Borrower. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll draw the ponder here, and then depending on what happens next turn, I might just untap and draw the Brazen Borrower, and then fetch. No Stony Silence. Okay. I think I probably fetch then. Draw a fresh card. Thoughtseize. I don't hate that. Come on, payoff spell. No. God damn it. Force of Will and Scalding Tarn. And I draw, of course I draw Force of Will. You are all familiar with the shuffle bug, right? Oh, I'll address down, sure. So that's like this conspiracy theory that that the Magic Online shuffler is broken because like users such as myself kind of get this feeling all the time that they're getting the same card, that like one of the cards they just shuffled away. Okay, this is anything. It is something, so I'm gonna force. Hopefully they can't force back. If they can, so be it. Like Mind's Desire is still like a really live card. Peer into the Abyss, not so much. And you can trip to find it, also not so much. Okay, so we're just in the trash again because of Narset. What did they find? Another Force, okay. So please, Mind's Desire. I would love that right about now. Didn't draw a single one. Oh, come on! Are you kidding me? Well, I don't think we Thoughtseize here. I think we Thoughtseize once we draw the Mind's Desire, which is right on top of my deck. I can feel it. Well, looks like we're getting beat by a Mull to 5, which has now been, rectified. Narset is about to draw them the second card that they were down from the mulligan. Where's Orcish Bowmasters when you need it, huh? I'm kidding. Mentor, sure. Not like I can do anything about it. Reveal, reveal, reveal. What do you reveal? Please not Flusterstorm. Teferi, okay. You know what? For a second there, I thought it was a Mind's Desire. I'd rather Thoughtseize their Teferi and have Pact of Negation open on my Mind's Desire turn. Okay, double Force. Okay, so never mind. We have... I guess we just lose. God damn. Well, I guess we don't necessarily lose. I take a Force of Will here. Yeah, because then hopefully they won't like like splash a force on like a ritual early on. I don't know. They probably will. They'll know what's up. Here's Teferi. Yep. Oh, that was kind of rough. Drew that pure into the abyss. Just about one turn too late. Deck, you're taunting me. I'm gonna take one more draw step and then probably I'll just hit the concede button to save us all some time here. They resolve Brainstorm and what happens? What happens? Okay, finish resolving Brainstorm. And they land cycle. Maybe for like to play Stony Silence? I don't know. They plus to Fairy, and do I just take 5 here, or do you have any more? Right. So, last chance loon for Mind's Desire. And we do, we draw Mind's Desire. Okay, so let's cast this. And let's cast this. And they probably force, and then we're dead. Okay, they didn't force. Hang on. Do I just go for 3 here? Because, like, they'll just force this one. So if they force this one, then we just lose. If they don't force it, and if I don't, if I just play out the pedal here for Storm 3 and then that's 4, okay. Then they can force that. So I think I'm actually going to... I'm going to cast Mind's Desire here. They probably have Flusterstorm. So... But I still think, like, they were going to force that Cabal Ritual. We know they have a force in hand. Now they can, like, force one copy of the Mind's Desire, or they can, I guess, Flusterstorm it. But I think this way we actually get to put Mind's Desire on the stack. Do you have the Flusterstorm? I smell a Flusterstorm. Oh, it's Brainstorm, okay. Brainstorm. They probably still... I still think they have the Fluster. They're just building Storm, I guess. But it won't matter. Maybe not, because that wouldn't matter. I'm tapped out. I don't have any way to pay for anything here, so there's no real need. So maybe they don't have the Fluster and they're digging for it. Hey, one can hope. Okay, but I draw an island. Yay. Do I find the Mind's Desire on the on the last card? Come on, Mind's Desire? Nope. 3 lands in the Flusterstorm. God damn it. Alright, GG's opponent. That was yeah, that could have been better. Alright, off to round number 4. On the draw for round number 4, I'm gonna keep this hand a little bit clunky here, but it plays Magic. We have some business. Oh, a red deck with this kind of card in their deck, so it's someone up to no good. What is this? It might be a Mind's Desire deck. Tinderwall. Oh, it's Belcher? Rock'em Sock'em Belcher? Oh, this is empty for... Okay, Char Belcher. Right. Well, in that case, I'm going to pitch Brainstorm here. Just because I would like to brainstorm a Desire back into the deck at some point. Yeah, pass. So, I haven't seen Belcher in a hot minute. That's cool. Goblin Char Belcher. So when I started playing or Legacy in 2012, Belcher was like the go-to. I'm gonna get Basic Island just in case they would for some reason have Blood Moon. I don't think they do. Never seen that in Belcher, but Belcher was like the go-to quote-unquote glass cannon deck. So that's kind of funny. Okay, so here we actually have a Mind's Desire next turn, but it's only for like 4 copies. So I think I'd actually rather like ponder and look for like something that gets a bit more onto the stack. That's not it though. Yikes. Yeah, Dark Ritual is good. We can now Mind Desire for 5 next turn. Or actually, no, we can't. We need another blue mana. What's this? Get out of here. Burning Wish, but you don't sack LED? No, it's for Echo? Oh, shucks. Alright. Well, I mean, guess we reset here. And I don't draw Force of Will, but they draw fresh 7. Let's hope they can't kill us. Tinder Wall for like what? A Spirit Guide, okay. I guess, oh man. Belcher, look at you go. Let's just hope it's empty. Okay, so it's empty. So we have like 2 turns. I hope they don't have like Burning Wish for Goblin War Strike next turn, but I guess we can't play around everything. Okay, we have the Mind's Desire. We almost have mana to cast it, but we need some more Storm. None of that is Storm. Gosh. I guess I will keep. Force of Will. So what's more likely that I get to 7 mana to cast Pier? Let's put back the dress down anyways. So ponder here. Please show us some rituals. Or like one ritual. Oh, beautiful, 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 beautiful. Okay. So now it looks like I get to pick and choose here. Next turn I could go. I could like Dark Ritual. So I'll have 4. 4, it becomes 6, becomes 8, becomes 9 with the Lotus Petal. I think I'm supposed to go for Pier though. Another Echo? Yeah, I don't think so. Not today, buddy. There was a line where I like Force of Will the Lotus Petal or something to build more Storm, but I think just going for Pier here is correct. We're going to drop to 1. Actually, no, I can fetch here. Drop to 2, and then Pier will drop us to 1 anyways. I can't fetch after I Pier. Let's how about we take a look into the Abyss? Okay. So we can Mind's Desire for a bunch, or we can just, I think, get Dark Petition and get the Tendrils. I mean, is that what you came here to see, though? And I mean, we'll still have the Dark Petition, right? So we have 10, 11 mana. That's actually exactly how much mana we need. Let's do this. And let's Mind's Desire. It actually isn't though, because we need 1 more mana to be able to. Oh, there is the Tendril, so it's all good. Let's see what we get. Another Pier that we can't cast because we're 1 life. So we're basically just showing them the deck here, I guess. Yeah, how about you take 22? Alright, cool. We beat Belcher. Both of us got to combo off. That's cool. So, versus Belcher, we want Flusterstorm. Not really sure we want anything else, truthfully. I think we can leave at home the Pacts of Negation. Dress Down is also really bad, though. Maybe maybe it's Bowmasters because they've shown us that they're an Echo of Eon's deck. I have Force and Flusterstorm. I'm not mulliganing this. Basically, I just have the hand of a control deck right now, so absolutely 0 ways to win the game, but I'm sure we'll find some. If we don't like, they just need to beat Force here on the play for them. So if they can do that, then it's no bueno. Not gonna fight over Chromox. Tinderwall. Sure. I think this is where we pause. Okay, they concede. Sure. Yeah, because like letting them have Seething Song if their last card is like Empty the Warrens, then we're facing down like 8 goblins. All right, cool. We beat Belcher. Let's go for the last round. Okie dokie. On the play. Uh, turn 4, Mind's Desire for 3. Why not? This is silly, but hey, we're in the X2 bracket here in the league, and I think our hand hopefully just gets better from here. Oh, ponder. Wish I had a ponder. Not shuffle. Just not a land. Huh, how about that? Yay, we got a ponder. Lovely. And I'll take another ponder. And I actually think I'm going to fire it off right now. This second island ponder would give off big combo vibes if I were on their side. Yeah? Yeah, why not? I still need to work out this. How does math work? Next turn we have a third land drop, 2 petals and a cabal ritual. That's exactly 6. But then no Thoughtseize, and it's just a desire for 4. So I think like waiting a turn maybe? I don't know. No! Ah! That's bad. Bad. Taking our Mind's Desire, leaving us with shit. But I guess like we have 3 more Mind's Desires and 3 Peer that we could like potentially draw. They take Thoughtseize. That's really interesting. Is that because they have a combo that they're going to untap with? I should have put the next Thoughtseize on top. Bummer. Okay. Maybe they just like didn't think the Mind's Desire is sort of anywhere near. Okay, Brainstorm. Let's see here. If I don't get Thoughtseized again. Damn. Okay. Bummer. Maybe they just had that. Yeah. Do I draw the Thoughtseize here? I think I probably do. And then I probably pass. Unless, hang on. Are they a combo deck? Basic. What's this? Oh. Esper something or other. So they could have Bowmasters, which I think peer into the abyss, honestly, and you know, this is my fault for putting it into a deck right now, but I think I don't know. Maybe I'm obviously it's like results biased. I've just played against like Narset a bunch. Ooh. All right. Let's jam, baby. I'm gonna get the swamp here. Why not? I'm gonna. Yeah, I think I Thoughtseize here. Like 2 counter spells, like hard counters, shuts us down here. If they know what to counter. Dress down. Okay. Sure. They know what's on top of their deck because they put it there with Brainstorm. Okay. So hopefully this just ends the game. Let's take the Force of Will, I guess. I mean, it could not end the game. That's certainly a possibility. So maybe that was a mistake. I'm not sure. So we're gonna have like 2 mana floating and get to flip 6 cards here. Let's see. Mind's Desire for Dark Ritual. Okay. Peer. There we go. GG's, buddy. Force of Will. Oh, yes. Yes, you love to see it. How about we just peer? I don't mind doing that. I can't believe I spoke poorly of you, my friend. Peered into the abyss, and there you were to save the day. All right, cool. Off to sideboarding. So this is some blue Days Undoing Jeskai, probably. I do want to bring in the Orcish Bowmasters and see if my opponent this time around maybe doesn't like bring in a million like white removal spells, or keep them in, I suppose. I'm gonna remove Dress Down and cut something else. Something else needs to be cut. I still want the Force of Will because like Flusterstorm just doesn't like it's a problem that doesn't counter like Planeswalkers. I think I'll cut one of these and maybe is it a Chromox? Like I think you need the artifacts when there is yeah, I'll cut Lorien Revealed. It's like I think like sideboarding with Mind's Desire, at least in the way the decks I've played so far, is really tricky, and some you probably need to learn some new heuristics. Oh, this is cool. Yeah, because like you build your mana base with Lorien Revealed, and why do you do that? Well, I mean to not play as many lands and to have payoff that's not a land but like a draw 3 for Mind's Desire. But like, how does it work if you sort of sideboard that out? I don't know. I'm not really feeling like I'm able to answer anything like that well right now. Okay, the second land is really good. I think I don't mind brainstorming here. Although it would kind of suck to have this Spell Pierce or something. I wouldn't mind a Flusterstorm. That would be fine with me. But Spell Pierce would be really annoying. Okay, no Spell Pierce. And we draw... Well, we're kind of close. We can't keep everything here. I think Dark Petition is the putback together with Force of Will, probably. Now watch them... Oh, I'm going to regret this, aren't I? Watch them like just slam Teferi now. Okay, no Teferi by the looks of it. Do I want this the Force, though? Yeah, actually, you know what? I want the Force. So I'm going to cast Brainstorm right now. I know I'm drawing Dark Petition, but I want to be able to fetch. There is fetch. Okay, put back Dark Petition, put back Flusterstorm number 2. And cast Ponder, I think. I really need to hit a land here, or I will be moving to discard. What's this? Is this a Hullbreacher? No, it wouldn't be right. Hullbreacher. You didn't flash it in for Brainstorm? That's really interesting. So I still get to look at the top cards. And if any of them is a land, then I have like a lot of good juice next turn. Obviously, this card is just womp womp. I'm thinking I'm going to let this happen, honestly. And there are lands, so that's good. Yeah, let's like put a polluted delta on top. So it would probably be prudent to play out the Lotus Petal to be able to protect against Days Undoing backed up by anything. But if they have that, they have it, and I want the Storm count for next turn. At which point I'm going to go for, you know. Okay. The Mystic Sanctuary Ponder, but they choose to leave it. Okay, interesting. It says Mystic Sanctuary, or Days Undoing. Yeah, bummer. Well, show me your whatever it is, and I'll concede. Yep, there is a Spell Pierce. That's good to know. All right. So the fight would have been won unless their hand is more counter magic, of course, on their turn over the Hullbreacher, because they were tapped out, so you couldn't Spell Pierce. But I don't know. I don't feel too terrible about this because, well, no. I think actually I should feel terrible. I don't, because I really wanted to Mind's Desire, but I think actually that was probably poor of me. Yeah, I'll keep this. Lots of mana, some Storm, and a cantrip. They mulligan to 6. Okay. So I'm gonna ponder. Would love to find Mind's Desire or some action. Stark Petition doesn't really do that much, does it? So like, eventually we could get to like what with 3 lands in play, for instance, we get like 5-7 maybe, 5-8. Then Dark Petition does get my desire, but that's like a long ways away. But I still think I keep this and draw up to Force of Will here. And then we probably cast Preordain and may or may not bottom the... Yeah, I don't know. Maybe casting Preordain is dumb because then we don't have blue card for Force. So maybe it's better to just say, like, go land, go here. Yeah. Don't hate that. Also, like, thinking that a Dark Petition is just going to resolve against this deck feels a little bit optimistic. Not going to lie. So maybe actually I don't even want it. How about that? I want Mind's Desire. Yeah. I'll take the second Force. I'm going to play out the land here in case I don't want them to get frisky with a Spell Pierce. Okay. So this is probably Pyroblast. No. Is this Bowmasters? Okay. The old Bowmasters, sure. You can have Bowmasters. We're just gonna try not to find Peer into the Abyss. Tell you what, I'm actually gonna grab both of these. And I probably brainstorm on their turn after combat or something. So probably at the end of turn. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna hold off with the brainstorm until I get my turn. Don't imagine they will force or even like fight over a brainstorm like into this Bowmasters. That's sort of all they want to do is cast Bowmaster or like get Bowmaster Strayers. That would at least be an interesting choice. Well, what can I say to that? No way to shuffle. About to make this army a 5/5. So I'll take 6, go to 8, draw the 1 card I'm locked with. Take 6, go to 2, draw the 2nd card I'm locked with. Yeah, I'm just dead. That was ugly. Ugly. Okay, GG's opponent. Alright, so what do we think about this deck? I did not really enjoy playing this as much as I had hoped. Obviously, you go 2-3, you don't feel too hot about a deck, so and you should never be too judgmental from one game. But I think if you're gonna build a Peer into the Abyss deck, I don't think Dark Petition makes the cut. Like in the Doomsday deck, at least Dark Petition can just get Doomsday and you cast Doomsday, but you need to get up to so much mana for Dark Petition to ever work as an actual tutor pre-Mind's Desire. So I don't like that. The Dress Downs, it never really came up. I didn't play against Hate Bears or anything, and against the Bowmasters deck here at the end, I didn't have them in because I don't know, it wasn't on my radar. I don't think the sideboard is built correctly at all. So I think there's a lot of work you could do with this approach, but I do worry about Peer into the Abyss in a Bowmasters world. Oh my, this artwork is so gross. Sorry. But yeah, I don't know. I probably am not gonna put in a lot more work on this right now. I'd be like, if someone has some good suggestions, I'd love to hear about them, and then maybe I'll pick it up at some point again. But I think for now I'm gonna probably work more on other avenues, trying to have fun and cast Mind's Desire. All right, well, yeah. With that, I think I just want to say thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, feel free to go ahead and subscribe. That really helps the channel grow. All that YouTube jazz, yeah, so thanks a lot and stay safe out there. I'll be back with some more Legacy. Bye-bye.